Good morning. I think our new normal this week is breakfast with Bo. So he's trying to climb out of his little high chair here, but he's having cutie oranges today. Yes, you are. And blueberries and a chocolate chip muffin. And then of course his half chocolate milk, half whole milk bottle here. So he loves breakfast. You love breakfast. Yes. Hi. So I get asked a lot, like, why is Bo still drinking from a bottle and why is he eating with regular size utensils? And so it's mainly because I don't really feel like those things matter, because he's gonna learn to drink out of a cup eventually. He's going to learn to use silverware eventually. And so it's just one of those things that really doesn't matter. He does have sippy cups, and he does have silverware that is baby size, and he does have sippy cups, and we use them sometimes. But other times, like if they're in the dishwasher, or if the bottle is all I can find, then that's what we use, and he doesn't complain. So, and he still gets fed, so that's the goal here. I think whenever you have multiple children, you just realize that, like, sometimes you don't need all the gear for the baby. You just make it work with whatever you have. And somehow they still, he's looking for my lip gloss again. I always hide my lip gloss in my bra, don't I? And you always know that. Today I have it in my pocket, so you can't find it in my shirt. Anyway, yeah, so I think sometimes it's easy to, like, think that you need, like, all the baby stuff and all the gear, and you really don't. So that's part of the reason I just use regular size utensils. Bo was not interested in breakfast today. He's more interested in exploring, so he is wandering around looking and trying to find things in cabinets that he can play with. Today the kids are at Vacation Bible School, and it was water day, so they got to wear swimsuits, and it's going to be like a big fun day. And then I think we're going to have like 3 extra kids with us today, so that'll be a lot of fun. Last night we stayed out late. We went to our favorite spring to let the kids play, and then I took them to Sonic. I actually don't even like Sonic, but I was like, all right, be fun, Mom, go ahead and go to Sonic. So I took them to Sonic, and I got them like a little cup of ice cream, and then they had this deal where you get any size French fry for $1. And so I got them all French fries, and then I got little waters. And so I got everybody like French fries, ice cream, and water for like $22. So I thought that was a good deal. I fed all the kids for like $22. And then of course we came home and they continued to eat all night. But yeah, I like do not like Sonic. I mean, I just feel like every time I go there, if I feed all the kids one drink, one food item, I easily spend $100, and it's not good food. Like, it's not good food, and there's just trash everywhere every time I go to Sonic. So that's why I don't like Sonic. But the kids love it. So every once in a while I'll be like, all right, we'll go to Sonic. And if I use the app, then it's a little cheaper because they give you like half price drinks, and sometimes they have deals like $1 fries or whatever. But as a rule, I will avoid fast food, especially Sonic, for, yeah, I just don't like to go there. Anyway, we had fun last night though. We stayed out really late, and so another thing I've been getting a lot of questions about that I've been meaning to tell you guys the story because it's really sweet, is our decision to send Liam to another school to play football. We were going to do that because he's very good at football, and the school district that we're in doesn't have football. And we could see this being something for Liam where, you know, he went on and played, you know, high school and college even, because he's really good at it and he loves it. And so we were going to make that sacrifice and send him to another school. It was like 30 minutes away, so that he could play football. And this was, of course, when Norm was still here. And Norm was going to be a big part of that. And Norm and Liam in football went hand in hand, kind of like Norm, Liam in baseball. Like, Norm helped us so much just take Liam to practice, and Norm was Liam's like #1 fan, besides Mom, of course, but whenever it came to football. And so we went through that process. And so we went through that process. We got approved to send him to the other school. He went to a few football practices. He liked it. And then Norm passed away. And so right before Norm passed away, Liam would go to his baseball practice. And of course, that was with his friends that were with his school that he's at now. And he'd come home and say, I don't know if I want to switch schools. Like, I really like my friends where I'm at, and I just really want to stay at the school that I'm at. And we were like, well, Liam, we've already went through this process. We're going to, like, you need to just try the new school for a year and see how it works, and then we can always send you to the other school if it doesn't work out. But we want you to try it for a year, because we went through this whole process. He's already went to the football practices. Whenever he's there, he's like excited about it and he wants to do it. So then the day that Norm passed away, I was washing my hair at the kitchen island. So I was washing my hair at the kitchen island like I always do, and Norm walked in and he said, I was like seriously just like washing my hair, and he walked in and stood at the island and he said, hey, I'm worried about Liam. And I was like, oh, okay. And he said, I want to make sure you guys listen to him when it comes time to make the decision on what school you send him to. And he said, I just want to make sure his voice is heard when you make your decision. And I was like washing my hair, and I was like, of course we will, Norm, of course. Like, I mean, yeah, we will, of course, you know. And then he just left, and that was my last conversation with him. And as he left, I didn't know that was my last conversation with him, but I thought to myself, I love that we have a relationship where he can come in and have that kind of conversation with me while I'm washing my hair and just not think anything. And here I go crying in my coffee again. But I could like cry just thinking about it. And anyway, then my other thought was that must have been really important for Norm to come. Like, it must have been really on his mind for him to come in and say that, because Norm never would tell us how to parent or tell us what to do. He just went along with whatever we did. And so for him to kind of insert himself in that decision meant that that was a big deal to him, and that was really important to him. And I respected that. Like, he never would say things like that, like to tell us what to do or how to make decisions for the kids. He just went along with whatever we decided. And so then whenever he died, after he died, I told Lucas about that conversation, and I said, that was my last conversation with him, and that was like heavily on his mind. And of course we would have heard Liam in making that decision. But it wasn't like Liam was very like adamant that I don't want to do this. It was he wanted to do both. Like, he loved his school that he's been at. He also loved the idea of playing football. He had friends at both schools, and when he would spend time at football, he loved that. When he would spend time at baseball with those friends, he loved that. So it wasn't like we were going against him. He just really wasn't. He was conflicted about what he wanted to do. But since that was my last conversation with Norm, and I told Lucas that, and we both decided that we were going to put it in Liam's hands and say, Liam, whatever you want to do, we're going to respect that. So we told him that, and also honoring Norm's last conversation with me. And then Liam didn't, and so he didn't make that decision like immediately when we told him that. He didn't say, okay, I just want to stay where I've always been. He took a few weeks, and he thought about it, and I believe he prayed about it. And look at that baby. What are you doing? What are you doing? And what are you doing? Are you being a stinker? Come here. Come here. Let's play over here. And then he decided on his own that he wanted to stay where he had always been. And we said, okay, we respect that, and we'll do that. And so that's what we're doing. So Liam's going to not do football this year. He's going to stay at the school that he knows and that he's comfortable with. I think it is also just hard for Liam to think about playing football without Norm. It also would have been hard for us to get him there, get him home. And the coach is so wonderful. He even offered And it meant a lot that the coach was willing to help with that. But we decided that we are going to just take this year and kind of get used to a new normal, and let the kids have everything the same, and not have a lot of changes, like changing schools and changing sports and all that. Like, they just need to have a year of just normal routine and just kind of get used to life without Norm. And so that's what we're gonna do. And so, like, maybe next year, maybe the year after, he might decide that he wants to play football and change schools. But right now, we all feel that it's best that he stay at the school that he's always known, with the friends that he has always had, and also the friends that have been there for him during this very, very hard time in his life. And so that is how we came up with that decision. So I know a lot of people have been wondering about that decision, and that is what we're gonna do and kind of how we arrived at that decision, and we all feel good about it. But anyway, all right. Well, I'm gonna continue chasing this wild little baby around here. He decided to come back for breakfast, I guess. He ate breakfast, got up, ran around, played. Now he's gonna come back and finish breakfast, I guess. All right, well, that's all for now. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Is that funny? Oh, get him, get him, get him. Get him. Dancing Bo.
Mama, look at that stuff for yellow. It's like he knows.
That's funny.
I would play with that.
What are you doing, Bo? There's Liam and his friend doing the trash. Sam with a whole other load of clothes heading to the garage for my project.
Boom! Jolly Ranchers. A blue one.
So that's all of the bins I have to go through. Doesn't look like much on here, but it's about 3 stacked high by about 5 wide. So there's a lot of bins.